You're watching UNICEF television. Anxious Indian mothers take their turn to weigh their babies, withered and weak, barely big enough to tip the scales. This is the leanest of seasons, and all 25 children here at this nutritional rehabilitation centre in Shivpuri are dangerously malnourished by any measure. There are 100 centres like this supported by UNICEF in the state of Madhya Pradesh. At the best of times, 60% of all under fives are malnourished here, mostly from vulnerable castes and tribes. Now, with the latest food crisis, many more are being admitted.
Mother not able to feed the child. The capacity of purchasing of that mother is very less. They are very poor.
Right now we are doing this again, the growth monitoring drive in this season, and surprisingly the malnutrition rate is so high. Like in some villages the prevalence of malnutrition is 60%, 70% and up to 80%. Imagine a village with 80% of the children undernourished.
Monsoon rains have failed for the past 5 years, pushing people to the edge. Food is a battleground between man and beast. Every scrap counts. For Sunita's family, wheat stocks are running out. With the price of other staples like rice almost doubled in 6 months, she is left to make stark choices. Her children are drained and hungry.
Only my husband is able to work, and we are 7 in the family, so we can't feed and clothe our children properly. We are really very worried about things.
Sunita's son is 2 years old but cannot walk. He was once at death's door. At the community centre, he and his sisters relish their midday meal. It's all they'll get, and they're not alone. This year, 72% of children in the village of Guruval are malnourished. Last year, 60% were. Yet even in a crisis, old traditions and beliefs die hard. This family had a long walk in the heat and dust to the temple to give thanks for their baby boy. They live on just 1,500 rupees or $40 a month, but they'd been saving for a full year to feed the gods. This current food crisis in India has opened the lid on what lies behind child malnutrition, and that will take more than the cost of food to change. This is Sarah Crow in Shivpuri, Madhya Pradesh, India. Unite for children.